Now, what we gonna do with that? Because we could talk till we blue in the face, right? This nigga's just tired of his whole situation.
Well, that's kind of my question, right? Like,
period.
Or my original question was,
is it working?
Do we nurture our partner in a relationship? Like, do we really cater to, what they actually need, what they say they need, or do we give them what we think they need? Right here.
I think
do they deserve it?
What we
do they deserve it?
I get what you're saying on that. I don't think all the time. I would never say that doesn't happen a lot of times, but I would say 9/10 of the time, no, that's not it. And that's always my issue. Like, that's the fucking great divide. How can you hear? How can I hear you? I feel like you said, like, because you just keep, especially when you keep getting back to that point, you be like, fuck, I thought we had got over this fucking bridge, but we not. And I don't understand, I know all the time I'm not the best communicator. Why? Because I'm more of a doer. Now with being more of a doer, that's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because then you constantly open yourself up to being used if you not being a doer for a good person, and stuff like that. So you have to kind of watch that scenario too. I fell in that trap too, but you always hear people say, like, okay, well, you shouldn't let this relationship, or you shouldn't let that change the person that you are. Well, it's not so much about it being changed, but you do have to adjust, because nobody
exhausted all means. Because
nobody want to be the duck all the fucking time. So I do think that like, you either gonna take the L or the lesson out of it. It's okay to have a fucked up relationship, but long as you at some point get where you make, I'm not gonna speak for the whole relationship, but at least where you want to take accountability for you, where you might feel like you feel short. Because we talk about that weed shit all the time, but a lot of times
So how much they exhausted all means, right? How much should I sit there and play with on a platform that she has? It's a lot of this shit he was unaware of when you actually
let's not even
take them out of that.
Let's take them, take it away from me.
Okay.
Here. Look, this is really funny, right? Because when I was thinking about this subject, I actually thought about this podcast that I had watched fucking a couple of months ago, right? And it kind of fits. It kind of fits everything that we are all saying right now. And I think what the problem is that even when we think about the term nurturing, right? We're nurturing the other person's emotional well-being in the relationship, right? We still thinking of it from a point of view of what does it cost us, right? What does it cost me? What am I willing to do? How does me nurturing them or lending myself to whatever they're talking about, how does that affect me as a person, me and my individuality? And even to the extent to where one of us said, yeah, it's not about you, it's about we. It's not even about we. It's about the other person. It's got to be about the other person, or you're never going to hear what the fuck they're talking about. But here, check this out. Check this out right quick, y'all.
Sleep with men that they are inconsistent and they don't care.
How many times are we obligated to reiterate the same thing?
before we actually sit you down and say, look, I'm not happy
My
here.
thing is like you'd rather not try to make work with somebody who you already are locked in with, have love with, have years of time with, versus just leave it. Because who's to say you're not gonna find somebody else and you're not gonna find to that same situation?
No.
So it's like, why would you not want to try to make it work and figure it out?
No, me bringing up what my grievances are is trying to make it work. What
Boom.
I'm saying is, how many times do I
But
have
who's
to
to say the
reiterate?
first time you bring it up, it's supposed to be fixed immediately? That's not how
But
life
he's
works
not
in all
saying the
situations.
first time.
Right, that's what I'm
So you have to
asking
have
you.
grace.
That's why I'm at grace. That's a great word. When you say grace, how many times should I have to reiterate it before I sit you down and say, look, it's not working, I'm going my
To
own way?
who's satisfied? To who's
Who's a good number?
satisfied?
3.
3. I feel like three.
I would honestly say most men
One.
bring up their grievances 3 times or more before they just
Fucking
do
right.
something wild.
So
Like-
you said that women have condoms. So
All right, so
why
that's
is
all I was saying, right? That was the little part right there that kind of,
Fuck you.
yeah, it kind of stuck out to me, right? Because we all find ourselves in situations where, you know, you don't go slap a motherfucker in the mouth on stage. What you do is you just be done, right? Like I've been fucking saying, like, you know, you walking around this motherfucker with motherfucking Daisy Dukes on and a fucking avocado mask, cutting the grass in the front yard every Saturday is not what I'm looking for in a relationship. And you keep taking your ass out there on Saturdays with these Daisy Dukes and this avocado mask. I don't give a fuck how outlandish the shit sounds to you. I said that I had a problem with it, and you continue to ignore that I got a problem with it, so I'm out. And then
Be
when I'm
stronger.
out, then it becomes this motherfucker just up and bounce just all of a sudden. No, it's not all of a sudden. Like I've been talking about this shit, but you ain't been hearing me. We haven't been hearing one another, right? Because I'm, like I said, I'm quite sure that there's shit on the woman's side of the game that, you know, you guys, I'm just through this podcast, I'm learning the importance of your feelings versus what actually is going on and how to give that, you know, real credence to shit. Because
Right.
prior to that, I would have been like, fuck your feelings, man. We got to get the grass cut. Fuck you talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that it comes from both sides. Of course, I'm going to argue it more vehemently because I'm a fucking man. But I'm also a man who's not married too, right? So I'm saying that I got the latitude to actually say this shit where, you know, my niggas might not, you know, be, you know, as willing to have that argument to kind of stand up for the fact that, look, man, most times when I'm saying that this is what's happening with me in the relationship, the woman is not hearing me because she's trying to replace what I'm saying I want with what she thinks is appropriate for me to want or appropriate for me to have, right? Even in the instances of me being rewarded for some extra shit, right? Like on Father's, you know, fucking Valentine's Day, I get head at the fucking front door. Woo! I don't give a fuck about no head at the front door, but you think that shit is important to me, right? Because it's head on Valentine's Day with the whipped cream. Fuck that shit, it's messy. And I told you that shit last year.